Have you ever wondered if there is still a place on Earth where beauty feels untouched, nature feels untouched, and even the people seem shaped by something almost unreal? Before we dive in, make sure you like this video, subscribe to CYPRUS Real View, and stay to the end because what you're about to hear will completely shift the way you imagine this part of the world. Today, we're stepping inside a land that travelers call a hidden Eden. An island where extremely beautiful women, pristine beaches, and untouched culture collide in a way that you may not believe still exists in 2025. But behind the shimmering coastline and unforgettable faces lies a deeper story, one that blends history, mystery, geopolitics, and the kind of raw authenticity that travelers crave but rarely ever find anymore. This is not just a tourism story. This is not just a beauty story. This is the land of extremely beautiful women and pristine everything. Cyprus, but not the Cyprus the brochures talk about. No, this is the real Cyprus that only a few people know. A place where thousands arrive every year expecting a simple Mediterranean holiday and leave completely transformed. Because here, beauty isn't just something you look at, it's something you feel. The first thing nearly every visitor says is the same. Why are the people here so beautiful? And while it may sound like a shallow observation, it's actually the beginning of something much deeper. The unique mix of cultures, Greek, Turkish, Middle Eastern, Levantine, and European, has created a genetic blend that is unlike anywhere else in the Mediterranean. Add in the fact that Cyprus has been at the crossroads of civilizations for thousands of years, and you get a population that looks like a living painting. Women here are often described as graceful, warm, naturally elegant, and confident without trying. It's not the plastic-produced kind of beauty you see in big cosmopolitan cities. It's the effortless, sun-kissed Mediterranean charm that feels timeless. But what makes this place truly surprising is not only the beauty of its people, but the beauty of the environment that surrounds them. Cyprus is home to some of the most pristine beaches, cliffs, valleys, and waters in the entire region. While the world chases overcrowded destinations, Santorini, Mykonos, Barcelona, Cyprus quietly holds some of the cleanest waters in Europe, year after year, consistently ranked among the top globally. Here, you don't just see turquoise water, you feel it, you hear it, you breathe it. The coastline remains raw in places where developers haven't yet touched the sand. Golden Beach stretches endlessly with fine, untouched sand that looks like a painting. Karpaz remains one of the last pure corners of the Mediterranean, where wild donkeys walk freely and the water glows like blue crystal. And then there's the mountain air, the villages, the ancient monasteries, the olive groves. Everything feels like a time machine, a contrast to the digital, rushed world we all live in. But what truly shocks visitors is how the island blends modern life with untouched authenticity. You can go from a hyper-modern casino resort, where luxury feels like Vegas fused with the Mediterranean, to a fishing village where the world moves so slowly that you forget your phone exists. And this duality is what creates the mysterious charm that has been drawing not just tourists, but digital nomads, retirees, young professionals, and investors. They come for the lifestyle. They stay for the freedom. Yet behind the beauty lies a deeper layer. Cyprus is divided, politically, historically, emotionally, and this division has shaped the island's culture and identity in ways that many outsiders don't understand. The northern part, often misunderstood or misrepresented, is actually one of the most intriguing corners of the Mediterranean. Here, life is affordable, peaceful, slow-paced, and welcoming. It attracts people from the UK, Scandinavia, Russia, Iran, Turkey, the Gulf, and increasingly from Western Europe. They come because life feels safe, the climate feels perfect, and the coastline feels untouched. But many stay because of something unexpected: the people, their openness, their warmth, their hospitality, their beauty, inside and out. Women here aren't just physically beautiful, they carry a presence shaped by generations of cultural fusion, family values, and Mediterranean lifestyle. Their confidence doesn't come from showing off. It comes from the way they speak, the way they relate, the way they treat guests. And tourists feel it immediately. This is the Mediterranean energy that the world has forgotten. But you can't talk about Cyprus without talking about the way the island protects its pristine character. Development is happening, yes, and in some places extremely fast. New resorts, new universities, new casinos, new residential towers rising above the northern coast. But even with this growth, Cyprus still feels quieter than most European destinations. You can drive for 20 minutes and suddenly end up in a village where time stopped 40 years ago. You can walk into a cafe where the owner knows every person by name. You can find hidden beaches that Google Maps still doesn't show properly. And this contrast between untouched nature and modern living creates an energy that people fall in love with instantly. So what exactly makes this place feel like a land of extremely beautiful women and pristine everything? The answer lies in a unique combination: beauty of nature, beauty of culture, beauty of people, and beauty of life rhythm. The Mediterranean lifestyle, slow meals, long evenings, outdoor gatherings, fresh food, sea breeze, is scientifically proven to reduce stress and increase longevity, and you feel it everywhere. People walk differently here. They smile more. They breathe differently. Even children grow up with a closeness to nature that feels lost in many parts of the world. This is where beauty becomes part of daily life, not something rare or artificial. But there's another angle, the geopolitical mystery that keeps Cyprus in the spotlight. Countries invest here. Billionaires watch this island carefully. Governments negotiate around it. Cyprus is more strategically important than many people realize. And whenever a place holds such importance, it attracts diversity, talent, money, opportunity, and inevitably, beauty. The island has become a magnet for international students, digital nomads, business owners, and expatriates. Thousands move here every year, creating a multicultural environment where the faces, languages, styles, and personalities mix in a way that feels like a living mosaic. And this diversity amplifies the natural beauty of the people. But none of this can be separated from the environment, the pristine landscapes that make everything feel heightened. Imagine waking up with a view where the sea looks like liquid blue glass. Imagine driving along cliffs where the sun paints the water gold in the morning and silver in the evening. Imagine swimming in bays so clear that you can see the sand ripple 10 meters below you. Imagine sitting in a restaurant by the water eating fish caught that morning. Imagine walking barefoot on sand that feels untouched, soft, and warm. This is why people say Cyprus is one of the most pristine places in the Mediterranean. And yet, the story doesn't end with the coastline. The island's beauty stretches into the culture. Music that mixes Eastern and Western sounds. Food that blends Greek depth, Turkish warmth, Middle Eastern spices, and local freshness. Traditions that have survived centuries. Weddings that last 3 days. Festivals that bring entire towns together. Markets where you can find olives, cheeses, spices, fruits, herbs. Everything fresh, natural, and local. Even the architecture carries a kind of sun-worn charm that feels authentic, not manufactured. But perhaps the most important part of this story is the way Cyprus makes people feel. Visitors report something unusual. This island makes you slow down. It makes you breathe. It makes you reconnect with yourself. And in a world filled with stress, noise, and constant digital distraction, finding a place that gently pulls you back to your real self is not just beautiful. It's rare. This is why so many return. This is why so many fall in love. This is why so many stay. Cyprus is not perfect. No place is. It has politics, debates, development challenges, divisions, complexities, economic ups and downs. But even with all that, it remains one of the few places where beauty, natural beauty, human beauty, cultural beauty, still feels untouched, and that is what makes it magical. This is not just a land of beautiful women. It's a land where everything seems to carry beauty. The sea, the mountains, the cities, the villages, the air, the food, the sunsets, the rhythm of life, even the silence. And now, as more people discover this island through travel videos, documentaries, and real-life experiences, Cyprus is beginning to gain the attention it always deserved. Yet the best part is that much of it still feels hidden, still feels exclusive, still feels untouched. If you want more stories like this, more real views of Cyprus, more hidden places, more deep dives into culture, beauty, mystery, and life here, make sure you subscribe to CYPRUS Real View. Hit the like button, leave a comment, and tell us what you want to explore next. Your support helps us show the world the real Cyprus, the land of extremely beautiful women and pristine everything. And trust me, this is only the beginning.